One, two, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, everyone. Welcome to a very hot Friday. It's April Fool's. Well, April Fool's finished. It's past 12 p.m. So yeah, hot Friday. It's April Fool's. Well, April Fool's finished. It's past 12 p.m. So yeah. Okay, I'll speak a bit more louder. Sorry about that. I had the headphones on. But anyways, welcome. We have a lot to discuss. But first, I want to discuss the morning news. Well, basically the geek news. Now, I want to be very clear with this. I'm not really so interested in the Chris Rock stuff and all the Will Smith stuff. Here's the thing: a lot of people are making it such a big thing. Well, yes, it was, but now it's like I'm tired of that. I'm tired of talking about that. Can we get back to talking about the real issues? You know, real issues altogether, you know? Uh, okay. So, this is something very important that I want to talk about. And I want people to understand this, okay? People need to understand this very carefully. Here's the thing: I love stuff from Japan. I love it. I love anything. Well, almost everything, I guess, because I've not seen everything yet. But Japan seems like a really good country when it comes to its entertainment sector and possibly its culture as well. But we're not going to talk about the culture. We're not going to talk about stuff like that. We are going to talk about the entertainment only. And with the entertainment, something very important that needs to be said. Something very important needs to be said. Japan can also go woke. I know it's kind of crazy, but you need to understand that wokeness is a virus. It spreads so fast, so quickly. Now, you may be thinking, okay, well, that doesn't affect me yet, okay, yet. I've got a lot of companies in Japan wanting to go woke, but this is one of them, Square Enix. Now, I know Square Enix have like a lot of departments every country, but or countries, I guess, but uh, you know, uh, when it comes to the main branch, if it's being so woke, everything is woke, you know. Square Enix has been putting wokeness in some of their stuff for some time now. So, Square Enix job listing provides details on ethics department, focus on discriminatory and I can't even say the word, but you know the word is right over here, or offensive content. Let's read. A recent job listing for Square Enix has revealed details about the infamous ethics department, including how its members work with offensive content from the publisher's games. These details were brought to the public's eye courtesy of Twitter user DragonMaster_X, who on March 26th highlighted a staff interview from Mari Tanabe found on a Japanese Square Enix recruitment page, where in 2016 the Aya noted that she worked for the company's quality control department and takes pride in how the result, the quotations, how the result of my work is that users can play the end without any discomfort. Here's the thing. Okay, let me just stop the article right over there. Here's something very important. If you make a game, let's just say that you have an idea that game is going to be filled with blood, gore, and all that type of stuff. Okay, interesting. That's how you wanted it, right? Why should it be censored? Why? And here's the thing: games aren't for everyone. I don't like most games. Does it mean it must change just for me? No. No, 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 no. Let the game have its identity. Let the game have identities. Please. You know? Not everything needs to be pandering to every person. Okay, you can't do that. You can't do that. I realize that, not all of my ideas is going to you know make everyone feel happy. Some of them not gonna like some of the stuff I make, you know? So here is the tweet right over here. Okay, so Tanabe works for specifically for Square Enix ethics department. Tanabe explains that after starting out as an online games developer, she eventually became a member of quality control department's ethics team, where a job reportedly entails checking all games development by the company for ethical expression. Specifically, she elaborates, I check all expressions, including scenarios, illustrations, designs, and effects, to ensure that they don't contain expressions that are discriminatory, I can't even say the term, or offensive, and that they are compliant with the game rating. Now, Here's the thing. Obviously, when it comes to checking what's in your game and matching up the age rating, I get that. You don't want to have 18 plus scenes in a 16 plus game. You don't want to have 18 plus scenes in a 12 plus age game. You don't want that. I get that. I totally get that. You do not want adult stuff on the younger stuff. I get it. But what they're looking at or what they're changing is not an issue, okay? Is not adulting or whatever. It's totally fine. It's totally normal. What they're changing has nothing to do with the age. They're just changing it because it offends people. Simple as that. In addition to the large number of games we're involved in, the length of time we are involved in a single game also feature our work, Tanabe further discloses. We are involved in the game from the planning stage and continuously check the game as it's progressed through development. That kind of sucks, to be fair, because I get it, not all games are going to be 18 plus. You have to make sure that type of stuff is not from there. But how about this? Tell the developers, hey, you know what? This game is going to be for 12 years and that's it. Don't put adult stuff. So the developers will not put it. To have someone constantly behind your back as you work, and it won't feel right. Maybe that's just me, but I don't like when someone's breathing down my neck, okay? Okay. She continued, the ethics team job is to make corrections to what the developers have seriously created. Therefore, you're expected to take full responsibility for your decisions. The difficulty in conforming the expression of entertainment is that it's not enough to serve to make a mark or a cross decision. For example, if a certain expression is not acceptable, you need to be able to come up with alternatives. That's still censorship. Okay? Okay, describing the best part of the job, Tanabe then said, what I try to keep in mind is that this job is that my work is not memorable to the user in a positive sense. For example, if there's a typo in a scenario of an emotional scene in the game, or there's an expression that makes the user uncomfortable, it will spoil the experience of the game. What expression, though? What expressions are these characters doing, What makes people so uncomfortable? If the story writer wanted the story to be this way, and it matches with the age restriction, how can it make someone uncomfortable? Expressions are expressions. The fact that my work went unnoticed by the user after the game was released also means that I did my job correctly. Tanabe warmly illustrates, although I work behind the scenes when a game I was involved in is released and is highly acclaimed, I feel as if my work is being praised, which makes me happy. Tanabe then provides interested parties with a sample daily schedule of a Square Enix ethics department member, which includes regular meetings to review and share project status with ethics team. Okay, like just big stuff, Like, okay. In the case of consumer games, Tanabe explains, we check the game on the screen that its user actually see. So we sometimes check the game by playing it on actual equipment, basically testing it. That's part of testing, to see if it works and see it from the regular perspective. Okay, drawing an interview to a close, Tanabe states, few game companies have dedicated ethics team like ours, making this a uniquely attractive environment for those who wish to delve deeply into expression of entertainment. I want to point out something. Back on Final Fantasy 15. Many of you have not played the game. I know it's not that popular. It's a recent Final Fantasy game before Strangers of Paradise. It came out in 2016. It was in development since 2008 or something like that. Now, if you played the game, if you played that game and you checked out the character models, basically you could check out the character models in one menu. You check it out. You check it out. And when it comes to the character models, you can examine it. When it comes to the male characters, you can rotate them up, down, left, right, anyhow you can look at the character. But when it comes to the female character, you can barely move them an inch. That's just how crazy it was, okay? And a lot of people don't point this out. Final Fantasy had something crazy like this. The fact that you couldn't rotate the character, you could not check the character. Here's the thing. If you're going to censor it, don't even put it in the first place. Simple as that. The point to check the character models, I don't even know why they added it in. But for the males, you could lift it up, left, right, center. You could do whatever you want with the characters, rotate it and stuff like that. But with the females, you could barely make them move an inch. It was so annoying when you see stuff like that. You know? It's like maybe people like this, the sensory department, was working with that and censored that part out. Unlike other positions, we also have the advantage of being able to work with a large number of games, she concluded. Many people don't know about our ethics team, but we want more people to know about this job. If you like games, like to research, and are willing to take responsibility, we encourage you to take on this challenge. No, absolutely not. You know, simple as that. You know, censoring stuff, why? Why? I get it. If someone makes a big mistake and freaking puts an adult content, you can censor that for like younger games. But still, at the end of the day, not all of these developers are making something so grotesque. You know, I'm sure many of them watch the age restriction properly. Okay. So yeah, it is spreading. Wokeness is spreading. Tanabe claims, okay, this is the juicy part, guys. Open your ears for this one. That only a few know about the ethics department's existence and role. Couldn't be more wrong, as an outrage over its predates to release Final Fantasy VII Remake, beginning in June 19, when the director revealed in an interview that Tifa's chest was tightened compared to our original PlayStation 1 appearance due to Square Enix ethics department. Basically, this character over here, I think it's her. I can't remember, honestly. But Tifa, I think it's her. I don't know. I mean, I never played Final Fantasy VII. This could be another chick with black hair. But basically, there was a big discussion. I'm sure many of y'all may have missed this, but there was a big discussion a couple years back because of Tifa's chest. I know it sounds ridiculous, but yes, there was a big discussion. There was the biggest discussion ever with this. It's so ridiculous, you know? But still, it's like, why censor it in the first place? If the character's chest was, you know, a bit loose, what's the problem? With Tifa being one of, if not the poster girl for sexy female video game characters alongside such characters as Lara Croft and I don't know the others, gamers were quickly outraged as both what they perceived as Square Enix no-towing code. I can't even read the word. To outrage from game journalists and their classic fictional sexy characters as unethical. Square Enix attempted damage control, as though Nomura had justified the change by reasoning that Tifa's large chest doesn't look unnatural during the intense fighting. Okay. Basically, age rating standards across the world. It has to align with age rating standards across the world. Give me a break. Give me a break. Big boobs have nothing to do with adult content. How does it have to do with adult content? How does this chick having bigger boobs have to do with adult content? Boobs are boobs. You can't do anything about it. There are plenty of people with big chests, small chests. Just because it's big doesn't mean it's sexual. Okay? In this case, we wanted a new generation of gamers to experience Final Fantasy remake and are working very closely. Okay, is appropriate. Big chests are not sexual. Chests, look, I know people make it sexual, but you need to understand, breasts are natural. I'm not trying to, like make excuses. It's the honest truth. Breasts are natural. There are plenty of people with big breasts, but for some reason they think it's inappropriate. Even if it had a teen rating, the breast wouldn't be a problem because breasts are normal. Are we gonna have this argument that breasts aren't normal now? Was changed for modern sensibilities. Yeah, this is the problem when you listen to a bunch of social justice warriors. The world is being run by social justice warriors, okay? As fans of these days expect stories and dialogue in the games go beyond the stereotypical depictions of gender. What are they babbling about? Stereotypical depictions of gender. If a character was designed like that, then let the character be like that. Why change it to fit some stupid idiot on Twitter or something like that, you know? I'm tired of it. The world is bending down to people who don't give a shit about you, okay? These SJWs, they don't like people like us, okay? If you agree with them, you're totally out of their clan. You're treated as a monster. So why the hell do you want to keep bending to them? These people aren't going to make you rich. Many of them believe in the worst systems in the world, and for some reason we're going to keep bending to them. No. Look at this. Look at this. How is this? Okay. But how is. Okay. I'm surprised they left this on. Look at this. Look what I'm seeing. Women wearing tight stuff. I'm surprised. Look at this. Look at this, and look at this side. I know this is cloud cross-dressing, but holy crap. Honestly, they can have this, but they can't have Tifa's big boobs. Wow. Wow. Honestly, let's read the comments. I know this was so long. What's Square Enix doing? Crazy things. They're doing crazy things. Okay. Wow. I was really angry. Okay. I want to read the comment section because it's pretty important to see what people are thinking of. So this is the beginning of the decline of the video game industry, like the cinema was a decade ago. Sad to see a Japanese company embrace this cancer. These ethics departments, alongside with diversity and inclusion offices, pretty fulfill the same role as the old-timey Soviet political offices. We are censoring it for people who don't even like religion, you know. A lot of people who get offended by big breasts, many of them hate religion. Many of them, they don't like religion. They can't use religion as an excuse. Or they can't say morals because the people who dislike stuff like this don't have morals, okay? The people who are complaining about, characters in video games, they don't have morals. They don't have decency, okay? They gave it up long ago. So it is crazy, how they've become so sensitive, Okay. Any other article? Uh I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this. There's gonna be a Blue Beetle movie, okay? I remember watching Blue Beetle in the cartoons. It was an interesting hero. I really liked his design. But I have a bad feeling about this. I can sense I can something illuminating from the headline. I can sense it, I can really sense something bad coming up. And I've heard recently they killed, or they're going to kill, Henry Cavill's Superman, and going to replace it with some chick, Supergirl. And you know, it's like, do people really want to see Supergirl? I mean, sure, she's cool, but really, like, Superman is more important. Okay, he is much more important than Supergal. Okay, when are they gonna make Superman transgender? I'm waiting. I'm waiting because, let's be real, they should have done that long time by now. DC is lacking behind on progressivism. They're so lacking behind. Okay, after this, I will discuss my comics because I was talking about it in the morning. If you read my post, I posted something about comics and my future plans. So, okay. I have a bad feeling about this. I really do. I don't trust a lot of movies that comes out these days. It's hard to trust it. It's very hard to trust it. Okay. They're gonna kill another character. I bet you. I bet you. I bet you. Okay. I bet you all the money in the world. They are going to kill. They are going to kill Blue Beetle. He's gonna be a secondary character in his own movie. I don't trust it. I really don't care if, even if the female is a villain, there will be there will be some like annoying female sidekick that gets all the attention or something like that. Like, you know, the way the SJWs make stuff these days, it's so predictable. I would be surprised if they make a decent movie, but that's not going to happen. Taking bets now. Main villain is really the victim, and it's the white man's fault. That could be the main reason too, you know? Dead on arrival. Exactly. Dead on arrival. DOA. Dead on arrival. You can't trust these people anymore. They destroy our heroes, they destroy everything we loved, and they replace it with a colorful pack of stickers. Uh, Honestly, they take a character and place stickers on it. You know, those colorful stickers, those smiley face stickers. That's what they do all the time. That's what it feels like. They don't respect our characters. They want us to like these other terrible written characters. And if you don't like it, we are the bad ones. Okay. Anyways, I guess that's enough. I guess that's enough reading articles. Because much I want to read. Okay. I would like to read this, but yesterday I was skimming this and my head exploded. I can't take it anymore. Sam Meggs is one of the biggest SJWs of this century, okay? Honestly. Uh she's so annoying, okay? Very annoying. We're just gonna forget about that. Maybe some other time we can talk about that. I do not like Sam Meggs, honestly. I heard she was out of the Star Wars game, but still, I'm sure she was able to frick things up before she left. I'm sure she threw the wrench on the gears before she left. So I have a bad feeling about the Star Wars game. That was supposed to come out like maybe this year or next year. I can't remember. But anyways, enough about that. Enough about that. It's time to talk about my own. Now, let me show you the YouTube post if you have not seen it. Okay. This might take a while. Okay, I'm gonna go right to community. Let's read what I said. Wow, my voice really sucks. It's starting to hurt. Oh boy. Every Fridays we get snacks, so I'm hoping that I get sour sweets. I'm craving sour sweets, but I do like sour jelly beans better than sour jelly babies. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's read. I'm not gonna zoom so much. I saw this beautiful. Okay, now I began this conversation by talking about something else. In fact, this entire post supposed to be about the first few lines. But then I did not have that much to talk about, so I just added more of my own stuff. I saw this beautiful trans woman couple years ago. I stumbled upon a new video of them, and they are so cute together. It is pretty rare to see two trans girls dating. Anyways, the couple met when they were boys. They both transitioned around the same time. Speaking of transitioning, remember years ago when I was talking about a trans superhero character? Well, I think it's time I make it soon. I have plenty ideas for comics. Some of them are long, some of them are short. This comic series, however, will be somewhere in the middle. Not long, not short. I think it's very easy to write such characters. Many people think it's so complicated, but it's so simple. Write them like any other character. Give them personality and emotions. Give them hardships, and let them find a way to overcome most of the hardships. Okay, very interesting, very cool. Basically, years ago, back in 2019, I promised a comic book. It's supposed to be about a trans superhero. A lot of y'all were really excited about that. Of course, I planned a lot of stuff back then, and then I put it aside because, I was working on other stuff. Okay, now this is my plan for working on comics. I will work on 4 comic series at first, one volume of a comic every week. Once a comic is over or an arc is complete, I will give that comic a rest and put another on its place. I'm working with 4 comics cause it's fun to work with many ideas. It will actually keep my mind fresh if I keep rotating my work every week. Plus, I got so much more ideas. Once I get my ideas out there, I can make space for others. So basically, this is my catalog that I'm promising. The trans superhero comic, the horror comic, which, by the way, I've been working on that since around January 2019. Very, very early. Another superhero comic. I can't discuss that much about it. And we have a love square comic. You may be thinking, a love square? What the hell is a love square? Well, not a love triangle, a love square. Get it? Because it's not a triangle. It involves 4 people, so it's gonna be very different. Okay. The horror comic was planned long ago, so it will possibly have so little volumes. I'll make sure it ends, then replace the slot with another comic. Yeah, when I was planning on working with it, I did not really want to stretch it out because most of my work I always like stretching it out, but sometimes you feel like there's no need to stretch any of this stuff out. So you just stop and move on with something else. So I'm not gonna stretch the horror comic up. I'm not gonna do it. It possibly will have like 14 to 15 chapters or volumes. That's it. If my trans superhero is a hit, I'll make another trans character, but maybe for a slice of life. Then I also mentioned this. Years ago, I was working on a website, but I could not edit it because I guess the site itself was so slow. On the website, I promised some free comics. I will make a new website some other time, one that won't take so slow to edit the websites. Okay. Uh, Now it's time to check my videos. Basically, superhero. I wrote everything down. The arcs. It's supposed to be a short animated series. I kept going back and forth. Then I realized that I want to have a lot of other animated series. I can just put this in a comic instead. Okay, we're gonna go right over here. Click, click. Alright then. So here's my early videos. Yes, this was my first few videos. Looking back, it was kind of fun making these videos. I did get Power Director again. I finally got it for PC. It looks very similar to the phone one. You know, if you don't know, I used to use Power Director to edit my videos. And since I can't really use my mini tab anymore because there's not much space, I have to find alternatives. Where was it? I need to find it. I'm going so fast I can't even find it. Uh, where am I? I don't know. I don't even know where I am. Winter is here. I love making these winter videos. Okay. I promised so much, and I wanted to deliver all of them. At least all of them. Where is it? I know I posted it, but where? Here we go. I'm not gonna play the full video, but I'm gonna skip through. How come I never liked it? Okay. No, I'm not gonna like it. Because if I like it, then it seems like I liked it long ago if I look back on my history. Hi, everyone. Okay. So I was thinking about creating a fun, silly animated movie about a sexy superhero. Now, it's supposed to be a movie, a fun animated movie. But then I thought put it in a comic is better because I can work on other types of animations instead. I have like a gazillion ideas, okay? So much of my ideas, and there's no way I can put that in and animate that. It'll take too long. Okay. He tries to save the world, yet is terrible at it, okay? This was October. Dang. Felt like it was June. She has no powers, however, now I definitely think, okay, it'll be a good movie. I think it'll be a good comic book. Now our hero is going to be a Mayam. A Mayam, okay? Okay, a Mayam. Now look, it's not going to be so very important to know she's a Mayam. It's not going to be shoved down people's throats or anything like that. See? See, even back then I was very disappointed in how people shove things down your throats. I know I can create a Mayam character without making keep saying she's a Mayam. These days, when ma'am characters are brought in, they aren't created that well. So it's time for me to make a good Mayam character. I just love saying that. Her outfit will be very sexy and revealing. She is also thick. She uses weird guns that she created to stop supervillains. Okay. I know I can make this Mayam character really good. Only like 1% of the movie, well, 1% of the comic will be her saying she's a Mayam. Thanks for watching. Love you all. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Uh, Now I can make videos much quicker now. I don't want to make a camera movie. I mean video all the time. I want to go back to the old ways of making videos because it's much faster. I can produce a plethora of videos within a couple of minutes. Okay. But what if you like having a mayam shoved down our throats? I get it now. I get it. I get it what you mean. I get what you mean. But not as terrible as Captain Marvel, I hope. No, it's not gonna be a Captain Marvel. No. I think the social justice community is completely delusional, has a completely delusional idea of how men work. They think we hate women. I would rather not see them as heroes. Okay. So it is kind of interesting how even back then, 2 years ago, I was discussing this and I was so excited about it. Yeah, she will be a lesbian. However, the story isn't focusing that much on the love because this idea particular, when I was thinking about it, yes, there will be a love interest, but it won't be so big. It won't be so open, because the main focus is about fighting the bad guys. So yeah, that's what I want to work on. Now, as I said in that post, if it's, if a lot of people like it, I'll make another trans character. But this time, the character will be more slice of life type of character. Let me watch this video. What video should I watch next? Well, what video should I check? I'm not really watching. Let's check my notifications. I think that's very important. Sometimes I don't get notifications. I'm totally subscribed to certain channels, but I do not get them. I have to literally search the channels just to get them. It's so insane. Okay. Great, it's stuck. Yeah, okay, I'll check it some other time. Anyways, dick pics, okay. Like over 2020, things started to fall. I remember. I'm sure many of y'all remember. I feel so fired up. I thought I privated that video. What the hell? My comment got read so many times. Okay. So I did promise quite a lot of comics. Two superheroes. Now, when it comes to the trans hero, I mean, I know many of you like this stuff. That's why you're subscribed, but uh, y'all will like that. But also, I have another superhero that I've been planning as well since 2019. Yes, yes, a lot of my ideas are coming from 2019, my golden year. So it was in development in 2019, and I left it alone for a while. And then around like last year, I actually started thinking about it, and I thought much more interesting concepts for this superhero. So it's gonna be amazing. Okay, it's more action oriented. It's gonna be uh a bit more long, but it's gonna be very fun. I'm sure a lot of y'all will love it. All of y'all would love it, okay? Maybe not everyone. I think it's gonna be impossible for everyone to like it, but many of you will like it. You know, it's such an interesting comic. Um, and I also promised a love square. Now, it's not gonna be romantic. It's gonna be about admiring each other. Basically, you have four girls, and they admire each other. Okay, so a lot of a lot of stuff I've made over the past few years at the hospital. Remember that video? Remember that? Um, this year I went to the hospital. I remember being so early. I think we should go again very early to the hospital, like 4. Excuse me. Anyways, so my comics will come out. They will come out digitally at first, so please understand that. And making physical copies might even be a rare thing in the future because it costs a lot of money to make them physical. Anyways, that's it for now. We're just gonna close that. It's time to check out some fun stuff. Let's end the stream with something fun. Not sad, fun. Yeah, we have VAT-19. If you don't know, I've been watching VAT-19 videos since a kid. Back in 2016, oh wow, I loved it. I still love it. I don't watch now, but I love it. I love it. Um, basically they were part of my childhood. Kind of crazy, isn't it? They sell some curiously awesome stuff. So let's check out the gummy stuff. They're known for selling giant gummies, known for a lot of spicy stuff, a lot of strange, ridiculous things. But hey, they're awesome that way. World's largest gummy worm. It will be really difficult to eat. Because let's be real, I can only eat like this much. The rest I have to keep away. World's largest gummy bear. Fine. I can't eat that. I can maybe eat the ear and the gummy cola bottle. Now this is something I can eat. It's nothing so big. Giant gummy snake. I don't know if I can finish this. This is just too much. Big gummy bears. Basically, it's not giant ones. It's basically the ones that are 18 times the size of a regular gummy bear. So it can fit in your hand. You can hold it with one hand. Very small, but still pretty big. Little Nitro, a spicy gummy bear. It's so small, but it's packed with spiciness. Gummy watermelon, a hefty hunk of watermelon flavored gummy. Giant gummy bunny. I remember when they made the ad for this. It was back in 2017. I woke up early in the morning. I watched it. Yeah, I remember. See, I have some good memories sometimes. Giant gummy bear on a stick. Nearly 90 times larger than a standard gummy bear. Basically, this one over here, but it comes on a stick for portability, Gummy rocket pop. I think they recently made this. A gummy candy styled like the classic summer treat. I never had an ice cream like this. I've had multiple ice creams, but not like this. So basically, I wonder if it tastes like ice cream. I'm sure it just tastes like different flavors. Uh, Enormous and delicious aquatic predator made of gummy. So as you can see, it's pretty big. I don't know if I can eat this. It looks a bit gross, to be fair. Candy takeout noodles. I don't really have candy takeout. I mean, regular takeout noodles. I have store-bought ones. You just buy it, put it in water, and it's done within 2 minutes. Gummy popsicle. This is something I would like to eat because of its so smooth texture and shape. Gummy pizza. I imagine this to be very slimy. Ultimate gummy bears. The best tasting gummy bears that money can buy. Gummy donut. Gummy treat shaped and styled like the breakfast food. Wait, you have donuts in the morning? Well, I eat anything in the morning, but this seems more of a snack. Mostly people eat. So it does come with actual frost sprinkles. Gummy breakfast. Gummy shaped like the morning meal. Now, I don't mind buying this because it won't taste like the exact things. I don't mind having a waffle. I don't mind having bacon. I really will mind having an egg. So I'm glad it does not taste like the actual food. This possibly tastes like raspberry or something like this. This has maple syrup on it, but this possibly is something else. I think this oh, gummy candy inspired by the fruity breakfast cereal. My voice is going away. Gummy pickle, inflatable chair, ice gummy, gummy grizzly bear. Almost the same size as the world's largest, but it's a bit more darker and it's a grizzly bear. Gummy brain. That looks very slimy, but it looks very big. It's very thick. Gummy shot glasses. This is good. You can have chocolate milkshake or something sweet and drink and eat. Gummy breakfast food. Fast food. I can't even read. This looks good. This looks good. But the mustard, I don't know if that does look good. Gummy skull on a stick. That looks yummy. Gummy tongue. Gross, but yummy. 26-pound gummy python. I can't even eat that. I would only nibble like this section. Who buys stuff like this? Look at the price. I can't afford that. £26 party gummy bear. 26 pounds. Holy crap. It comes with a 1 liter tummy bowl. Basically, you can fill this tummy with basically anything you want, like punch. It's mostly used for parties, as it's stated in the title. Parties. If you're having a party, I think that's the best thing to bring. A tad expensive, but if you're having a really big party, go for it. Okay, I never saw this before. This is possibly new. Gummy pie slice. Is that cream? Is that gummy cream or real cream? Pretty cheap. Gummy choco. Chocolate covered gummy morsels. I would not mind try that. To try that. Sorry, my throat is giving me the worst pains right now. Cool Aid gummies. Gummies that taste like the classic fruity drink. Gummy mustache. Gummy rat. That looks pretty good. There's always a difference between gummies. Some gummies are shiny and some gummies are very dark and very gooey. I've normally had the dark and gooey ones. 5 pound of green army men. World's largest gummy skull. Almost like a real skull. I mean, almost sized like a real skull. Spicy gummy peppers. Giant gummy gator. Gummy slug. All of them look good. This is like 11 inches, but there's a different store where you can get a literal size crocodile or alligator gummy. Gummy heart. Gummy tarantula. Orange cream gummy bears. Gummy tree frogs. Gummy sea turtle on a stick. Energy gummy bears. Giant Krabby Patty. Gummy Krabby Patty. Gummy taco. That's interesting. I never had a taco before. Gummy octopus on a stick. Gummy jet fighters. 5 pounds. Gummy creepy crawlies. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's so cheap. And it's sold out. Fruity flavored gummy in the shape of insects. Wow. That looks really good. Okay. I think I should end it because my voice is going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No data. What are you talking about? Oh, it's red. Why? What's going on? My internet's on. Okay, I'm gonna end.